Is it time?
Welcome to Life Trends Live.
Is it time to go? Is it really live? We're ready? All right. Well, good evening, everybody. Tonight is the beginning of what we're going to be doing over and over and over again in the coming month. As most of you know, a good percentage of the entire population in the United States is going to be quarantined. They're going to have to stay at home. And obviously, with a lot of businesses closing temporarily, there's going to be a lot of people sitting at home. They're going to be wondering what to do. A lot of people are going to have all that anxiety and the stress and they're worried about, what's happening with their jobs. I mean, for a lot of Americans, it's going to be a tough time. But I've always said when times are tough, just do something about it. And we can, and we're going to. Because I want you guys to get excited about what this is going to be like for everybody. Not just you that are here tonight, but it's going to be the thousands and thousands that are going to be joining us here very, very shortly. Because as of this Saturday, you're going to be able to start sending people to a new landing page for the Life Trends CBD gig. And remember, what we're talking about here is a little different than what we got with Life Trends on the travel side. Now, I want to give you kind of some quick announcements so you kind of understand what's going to be happening not only in the coming weeks, but in the coming months, and how we're going to be doing this. Obviously, with travel being what it is, not a lot of people will be traveling for the next few months. We get that. So it's going to slow down a little bit. But we also know that as soon as this is over, it's going to come back with a vengeance. I mean, there's going to be people who have such a pent-up desire to go traveling, and it's going to explode your business. But what's more important is by being on these presentations that we're going to have on Tuesday and Thursday about life trends with the CBD gig, it's going to drive your business to a whole different level. Because I actually believe that what we're doing here and what we're going to be doing on Tuesday and Thursday, you can literally put in, and I'm talking about anybody that's on this call tonight, in the next 30, 60, 90 days, I think you can put in 10,000 or more people personally. I really do. I think it's going to be that simple. And I want you to just think about what that would be like if we all came off this quarantine process here, by summertime, or midsummer, and you had a huge organization that was built. And not only would it be taking the products we got from the CBD side with our e-gig there, but also then looking at, wow, let me take a look at the travel side of Life Trends. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So tonight, what I want to share with you a little bit is kind of the timelines for everything and what we're going to be doing and how this is going to work and what you need to be doing from your end. So let's just jump in. Because to me, this is exciting. This really is exciting. And again, this is not something that's funny. It was something that we've been working on for some time. But obviously, with this whole thing with the coronavirus, it kind of changed things. Because we realized that, you know what? We need to probably do the CBD sooner rather than later. And of course, the reason for doing it sooner is, number one, we've got a product that I think really will help everybody from the standpoint of helping everybody build their immune systems, being able to kind of get rid of some of that stress and some of that anxiety. And, and the other thing people are doing right now is they're having trouble sleeping. It'll help with that. So this is going to be a great product. But obviously, the one thing we're doing with every gig we come out with, and this is important for all of you to remember, whether it be the travel, which we have right now, or the CBD gig, which we're launching right now, it's always going to be products that are priced at true wholesale. I mean, that's the number one thing behind what we're doing with all these gigs, is that our products are going to be at true wholesale. We want to give the American people an unbelievable value, because that's the starting point of it. The second component of what we're doing, of course, with our gigs is the fact of the simplicity behind it and how easy everybody can build a business. As I've said over and over again, I kind of call this the pajama business, but as you can see, we're very casual. I'm here in my comfortable shirts, my jeans. I would wear my pajamas, but I won't do that to you on live camera. But you can sit at home in your pajamas and think about that and build this business. Because the concept behind every e-gig is something you can truly do right from your home. You don't have to go anywhere. You can be at home. Now, let's talk about what's going to set this next gig apart from probably all the other gigs. Because of what's going on with the coronavirus and because of the situation we're going to have, we felt like we wanted to do something that would help everybody now. I mean, right this very moment. Therefore, that's why everything you're going to look at is going to be free. It's going to be free to join. Think about that. Free to join. You ever seen a business that's free to join? 100% free to join. Secondly, to be able to get the access to all this wholesale shopping, it's going to be free. No cost involved. It's going to be free to have your product shipped. And then when you add the fact that you have no requirements to purchase, none, zero. Nobody has any requirements to purchase. You only purchase what you want when you want. And then finally, the qualifications. There's no qualifications. No requirements to qualify. You don't have to say, well, if I don't do this or this, I won't get qualified, I won't get my checks. No, you're going to get paid. And then the final component is this unbelievable 10-tier e-gig referral system. And it's the same 10-tier e-gig referral system we're using currently with Life Trends on the travel side. It's never going to change. Every e-gig we come out with, it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same system over and over again. But again, think how easy it's going to be for you to get people involved in what we're doing here. Free, 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 no requirements, no requirements. How does it get any better than that? And here's how it's going to actually start to happen. So, on Saturday, and we're hoping to send the email out late on sometime on Friday, by Saturday, you should have a landing page for Life Trends CBD gig. You'll have your landing page, and what you're going to do is just send people there. There'll be a short video that explains what we're doing, kind of like what I'm sharing with you right now, but obviously probably a little more professional, a little more organized. That's okay, because it's all nicely done, and a person can watch that. And then the button below says enroll for free. And all they do is they go in, they hit the enrollment button, they go in, it explains again that everything is free, 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 no requirements, no qualifications, order when you want, how you want, and the commissions and how you're going to earn your commissions. So now all of a sudden the person is looking at this business going, oh wait, okay, what are my reasons to not do this? Let me think. Why can I possibly say no? How can I say, well, it's free, it's free, it's free, there's no requirements, no requirements. And I can make these unbelievable commissions from this 10-tier referral system that could literally change my life, might even make me wealthy. There's a possibility of that. I'm not saying that's going to happen to everybody, but it could. Because again, if all of a sudden, free is getting free, and next thing you know, you could have inside your 10 tiers, you could have 10,000 people, 100,000 people, 200,000 people, you could have who knows how many people, and every time somebody orders a product, you're getting paid a commission. Now think about that. And the commission is not a little amount. I mean, you're actually going to be making on the CBD side anywhere from $2.50 or more on every product order through all 10 tiers. All the products ordered through 10 tiers. Now, again, I think everybody is starting to understand what I mean by when I say the 10 tiers. Since it's free, let's talk about that for a second. Since it's free to do everything, you think there's a possibility that you could sign up 10 people? Do you think you could sign up 10? I mean, I know what you've done with Life Trends on our travel side, and even though we kind of make the cost almost free because of what we do with our cash cards and all that stuff, which is really cool. Okay, you still got to come out of pocket, and you still have some simple qualifications. There's like everything. There's certain things you have to do. Now on this, it's nothing. So what do you think what do you think you'll do, Vicky? I mean, how many people do you think you'll sign up personally when it's free?
More than 100 for sure.
yeah. And this is my very shy wife saying more than 100 for sure. And you know what? She will. But so can you. So can anybody. And that's the reason we've done this. We've set it up so you can literally sign up hundreds. Imagine what would happen. I don't even want to say hundreds on your first tier like she's talking about. But what if you just went out and everybody signed up 10? Now you guys can all do the numbers. It's pretty simple. If you sign up 10 people for free, right? And again, remember, there's no other catch. There's no catches anywhere. So it's really for free. And those 10 go, wow, this is pretty good. And I'm sitting at home and I got to do something with my time. I don't know if I got a job when I go back to work. I need to get busy. Maybe I can change my life for the rest of my life by doing this. So that person goes out and gets more than 10. But let's say only 10. So 10 get 10. What have you got on your second tier? Got what? 100, right? That's 100 people already. If those 100 each get 10, you got 1,000. Those 1,000 each get 10, or you got 10,000. Those 10,000 each get 10, you got 100,000. Now you can do the math from that on. That's through 5 tiers. So you can imagine what happens. Now, you might be saying, well, yeah, but that never works. That never happens. And you're right, it doesn't, because what happens is in all these industries and everybody that pays any kind of a multi-tiered commission program, there are so many hoops you have to jump through. There are so many qualifications you have to meet. There's so much money you have to spend. There's so many requirements to do so many different things. There's so much to learn about the business. But yeah, it doesn't happen. And in fact, if you really work really hard, you can probably get 2 to 3, who get 2 or 3, who get 2 or 3, and you still can make an insanely big paycheck every month. It happens all the time. But can you imagine this? And this thing just builds and builds and builds. And all of a sudden, you know, we have the first CBD product. And people, not everybody's going to order. Maybe 20%, 50%, 70% order. I think it's going to be such a tremendous product, you're going to be surprised. Plus, it's going to be a wholesale. And they order. All of a sudden, overnight, your commission check will just explode. And then we go back to a normal way of life again here in the US, which is going to happen. And people going, wow, let me look at the other gig for travel. And then all of a sudden, all that big organization you got, start getting involved there. What's happened to your income again? It's just multiplied maybe 5 or 10 times more. And then we bring out the next e-gig, or we add more products in the CBD wellness gig, and it just keeps expanding and expanding your income base. And it all starts because this thing is free. And if you don't put at least 10 people in yourself, shame on you. And I mean that. I mean, shame on you. I don't know if ever in anybody's lifetime will ever have an opportunity like this. This is something I've dreamed of doing all my life. I just never could do it because before it was like, oh, I can't because there's so much involved. There's so much. But see, I'm in an unbelievable position right now because, you know, Life Trends is already a profitable company and it's slow right now with the travel, of course, but I know it's going to be very big in the coming years. But we're debt free and we've got a solid business. And then all of a sudden we add this in and it could just explode. And we can do that. We can do this. We can take the ability to say, we'll make it all free. We don't care because we know people are going to order the product. And when they do, you're going to become very, very successful from this. So here's what you want to do. You need to start looking at your everything you've got. Now again, remember, you're going to have this all available to you by Saturday. You don't wait till Saturday, wait till Saturday. I get it. People want to see it and touch it first. But what will happen is when people go to the site that you're going to be sending them to, they'll watch this short video, they'll hit the enrollment button for free, they'll enroll for free. Immediately, they will have a replicated website and their ability to do the exact same thing you just did. Think about that. 2 seconds after they enroll, they can be calling people and say, hey, you got to join this. And then 2 seconds after they roll, they can call people and say the same thing. And remember, there's not even going to be any pushback. Because there's people say, well, what's the catch? What's the catch? Come on, what's the gimmick? What's the catch? And they go, oh my gosh, there is no gimmick. There is no catch. Okay, let's do this. So what you want to do is, I don't care if you start it this weekend, after you look at the site, if you don't wait that long, what you need to do, the moment you see it, you need to send, and we'll create emails for you and templates and everything for text messaging, for emails. We're going to give you all that stuff. You can create your own in the meantime. I mean, we'll have it out to you probably in a week. We'll start putting all this stuff behind you. So we'll do all the heavy lifting for you again. But you just need to start getting it out. Here's what's going to happen. Once they enroll, they'll be told, okay, you've got a replicated website. You can go do it immediately yourself. And guess what? On every Tuesday and Thursday night, there's going to be a live. And I'm going to do this live. I have to do this live because there's going to be so many people coming on board. There's going to be so many questions being asked. So I'm going to continue to do this live every Tuesday and Thursday. And if we overwhelm it, well, we can't keep up, which what is, I mean, again, I know we're going to. I mean, I think we're going to max this thing out so fast. We'll just add more dates. We'll add more times. I'll do more meetings. I'll do them during the mornings and the afternoons if I have to. We'll do pre-recording, whatever we have to do to allow it to keep going and going and going. And then our CBD product will be out sometime in April. And so all of a sudden when it hits, I don't care how big your organization is, boom, you've got instant income overnight. Because when it hits, people are going to buy it, they're going to want it, they're going to love the pricing on it. You know, a lot of people are going to probably restrict the amount of units everybody can get because the fact that it's at wholesale, a lot of people might want to buy a lot so they turn around and retail it to others. And, you know, and that's fine, but that wasn't the intent of the way we're building this e-gig. So we know there's going to be a lot of excitement around this. So what's all you got to do is start making them do it. Think about it. How many people do you really know? Like, if you right now, tell me, I call them, you know, you don't know by now. We go by mommy and poppy. Now, it seems kind of silly sometimes when I say it, but I'm so used to it now. And when she first called me poppy, I go, don't do that. Don't do that. Now I wouldn't know what she was talking about if she didn't call me poppy. So mommy, tell everybody, I mean, how many people do you think you got in your contact list? And I know it's a big number.
I don't know, 500.
500? Probably 500 people. So would you have any reservation of sending this to every person you know? Are you going to?
Yeah.
Of course you are, right? And it doesn't matter. But she's actually got more than that. I mean, she's so shocked. That's amazing to me. She's got the people that follow her and what she does, because she does a lot of modeling and acting and stuff. She's got about 400,000 followers. Is that right? 400? Am I wrong in the number? Sometimes I get it wrong. Is it close? It's close. Okay. She's like, so, I love you, baby. So she's got about 400,000 followers. So think about that. I told her, I said, what we got to do is you got to hit every one of them. I mean, every person you know, every person you come in contact. And remember, it doesn't take but 10 or 5 or even 3 to change your life. 3 people signed up for free could literally change your life. But what happens if you do 5 or 10 or 20? And that's not what you get excited about is, wow, I got to go after this. And again, we're going to create this excitement for. We're going to be doing this every Tuesday, every Thursday. It's not going to stop. We'll add more meetings as we need them. We're just going to blow this thing nationwide. Now remember, this is for the CBD gig, it's only in the U.S. The beauty of what we're doing with the travel side is we're going to be in a position sometime during the course of this year, very early on, to be able to start opening other countries. That won't happen with the CBD because of the manufacturing distribution. So this is confined to the U.S. market right now. But there's 300-some million people here, so I think we're going to be okay to get this thing going. So with that, that's all I've got for now. Just make sure you start sending this to anybody and everybody you know. Send text, emails, let people know on Facebook. So you got to go check this out. Send them all you got to do is send them to your site. You send them to your site. They're going to put in your number, your DBO number. If you're new, the moment you sign up, you get a replicated website. You get your own DBO number. And so when somebody goes there that you send them to, they'll be using your DBO number to sign up, and it just duplicates and duplicates and grows and grows. That's it. Q&A, and then we're out of here. We got anything I have to answer? Or does everybody understand it and they're ready to go to work?
Hey, they're just all saying hi. Hey, great. This is wonderful. There's Beverly and Roger and Jean, and say hi to them. Yeah, they're all in here. James and Hayward, Charles, Richard, Frank, Deborah.
All right,
Bridget.
all right. That's enough reading the names. I love you guys. So here's the thing. You got the picture. This is going to be the simplest thing you're ever going to do in your life. So I don't know if there's anything I can answer. That's the beauty of it, is once we start this, there's really going to be nothing to understand. It's just go do it. But I'm sure there's a couple questions about how it's all going to work logistically. So is there anything I can answer or no?
Not at the moment. I think they're good.
This is the ultimate business then. I can actually do something. We can all do something, and nobody's going to have any questions. It's like, how do I just go? How do I just go and do this? Now remember, guys, on Wednesday, okay, because I'm talking about obviously life trends with the gig and stuff. Remember, on Wednesday, we're going to do a little more toned down business presentation for life trends, the travel side, because it's going to be big in the coming months. We know it's going to slow down a little bit right now, but it's like a lot of people tell me, say, Mark, I don't care. I'm on board for that right now because I know where it's going. And the fact that we've got this unbelievable travel gig where, we got all these crazy benefits, huge savings, and an unbelievable opportunity, it's going to explode as well. So we're going to continue those meetings every Wednesday. We're going to do a live business presentation on this life trends travel, which is different than what we're doing here. And at the same time we're doing that, we'll do a how-to, like a little training session. So that'll be every Wednesday. So Wednesdays will be the travel side. Tuesday and Thursday will be the CBD, the gig side, the free, no requirements side. And we're going to explode both of them. And so with that, yes.
So they're saying, woohoo, Mark. They'd like to know kind of the rough idea of the product, price of the product. And they're saying it sounds wonderful. It's amazing. Yay. Those kind of things. So price of the product.
I can't do that right now because we're actually finishing up the actual, the final designs of the product. Remember, the product is going to be available probably the latter part of April, probably almost 30 days off before we actually start shipping product. And so we're still looking at price points, how we're going to package it, how we're going to price it, what the final, components are going to be, the labeling, everything's being done as we speak. And so as soon as we have it, what we'll do is we'll start putting it up, and we'll start doing screen shares, and we'll start showing everybody the product and the pricing. And by the way, there are going to be some very unique individuals joining this. They're going to be a part of a medical board we're putting together. And I'll talk more about that next week because we're going to bring some docs on that will help us be the spokespeople for this product because we want to have this thing have tremendous credibility. Oh, and one last thing, nobody asked you, because somebody did ask me this earlier today. Mark, if I'm building the e-gig and it explodes, what does that do to my life trend side? It's all one genealogy. So when anybody wants to join from the e-gig side to the life trends, it all stays in your same genealogy. It all stays the same. Nothing changes. So people that come from the travel side into the e-gig side, still underneath you. Either way they go, it's still with you. It all stays the same. So it's just one genealogy or one organization, whatever terminology you want to use on this 10-tier referral system. And that's going to be the same no matter if we had 20 gigs. Yeah.
And Mark, so they're saying, so this will be a very good value, high quality product. You said that you were working with 5 different, manufacturing people you're having conversations with. So they're asking, is it going to be a high quality product?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, the most important thing for this to be successful is, number one, and this was part of the whole process that we were going through, it had to be an FDA certified manufacturing facility, which we now have, okay? And what I mean by that is, in today's world of CBD, very few of these plants out there, these manufacturing facilities, are actually what they call, they've gone through what they call an FDA certified audit, which means the FDA comes in, looks at everything, how they operate, how they do everything, what they do as in a pre-screening, they have to quarantine products, the process it goes, all that stuff has to be done properly with CBD. It's heavily regulated right now, and it should be. And so what's really going to happen here, because we're dealing with a company like that, which is one of the biggest in the U.S., what's going to happen is that as we take this product out, we're going to probably be one of the few companies out there that are never going to have any issues because of the facility itself. And by the way, we can name who that is very soon. Again, we're just finishing up everything, the contracts, the development, and everything. And really, what's happened too, just so you guys know, that we're down to 2 plants, 2 FDA plants that are very, very good. I love both of them. My guess is when it's all said and done, we're going to probably be using both. One for a certain set of products, and the other one for another set of products that we'll be developing. But the one main product we pretty much have decided upon. So the beauty of this is we're moving at a fast pace. We're making it happen quickly. We were going to have this stretched out and do it 3 or 4 or 5 months from now. But obviously, with what's going on with the coronavirus, there was the need to do it now. Plus this concept of making this thing free. I just couldn't sleep at night. I just woke up thinking about all the people that are like myself. They're going to be sitting there at home going, what do I do? What do I do with my time? What am I going to do? I'm going to sit here. Most people are going to be upset and stressing. I'm going, no, let's give them an opportunity. Let's give everybody an unbelievable opportunity now. And that's what we're going to be able to do. And the beauty of this is about the time the product comes out, everybody's going to be back to work. So that's why I think it'll be an onslaught to order the product, but everybody's going to have a huge organization in place. Anything else, Tracy, before we wrap it?
We are good. Let's roll. Like William said, let's roll.
Let's roll. And again, you're going to get more and more information every Tuesday, every Thursday. You'll get more and more. I can't wait to send out the the information so you can go to your site. Remember, you're going to actually be able this weekend. You're going to be able to start putting people in. You don't have to wait for the Tuesday call because people will start enrolling and start calling people. I promise you, you're going to be surprised what could happen just over the weekend. And then we're going to do the call on Tuesday, which will be live, and again on Thursday. And it's going to go wild, guys. It's going to get wild. Thank you. Appreciate everybody being here.
Bye.
Good night. See you next Tuesday.